Okay, travelers, we are back with Banished Season 2. I believe this is episode 10. We have one person, no clue where their job is, which is sort of strange. And we have one family that is hungry. Our reserve of food is low, very low. Our reserve of logs is low. Our reserve of firewood is low. I fully expect this to be the last episode in this season. We're not making enough food, and I don't know why we aren't. And I just don't have the resources right now to ensure that we make enough food. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. So right now we have 3 farms that are trying to function, but again, one of the farmers, I'm pretty sure, doesn't know where their job is. So we'll see. Oh, we have 2 houses that are hungry, actually. So, 3 people who are hungry. And we had a student die of starvation, so that's why I'm saying it's not gonna go well. So, I'm going to put it on 5 times the speed, and I'm going to see what happens from here. There's no way to determine whether or not things are going to work out. We have hungry people, and there's literally nothing I can do about it, and it's winter now, and we have almost no firewood. So, I just, we're going to have people die of starvation. That's the way it's going to go. We have a patient in the hospital and they're hungry. This family has no food. I'm hoping they're going to get some food because we just had some food. I don't know where our crop went. Like, it just disappeared. We don't have any of it. And I don't know why we don't. Like, it was just harvested and it didn't, like, as far as I know, it just didn't feed everyone. Yeah, I think that's what happened, is the crop we had just didn't feed everyone. We don't have any food at all right now. So we are gonna, yep, we're having people die of starvation. We're down to 5 laborers. We had a child die. We don't have anyone working at the fishery, it seems like, even though we do, so it's just sort of strange. Yep, okay, more people dying of starvation. We have 4 laborers left. We have a little bit of food, but not enough to go around. And we are still struggling with firewood as well. We had another person die of starvation, 3 laborers left. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. We had someone become a student. We had someone else die of starvation. 3 laborers left. We still have 1 person hungry, maybe 2. 1 house that doesn't have food, and they will die soon if they don't get any. And we're not making any. Like, we don't have any at all. 72 food, which is 60 venison. And 6 fish. We had someone else die of starvation. 2 laborers left. Okay, the food thing went away except for this house. And I do feel very concerned about them. I'm not sure why on earth they don't have any food. We had a laborer die of starvation when we only have 2 laborers left. This house has no food now. It's late winter and we don't have any firewood. We don't have any food. No firewood, no food. This is just gonna get worse. Like, this is definitely the last episode of this season, I feel like, because nothing's doing anything. Like, we don't even have the gatherer collecting food, which is just strange. Cold and food. Yeah, people are gonna die. 31 food, which means it must just be fish. Yeah, fish. and venison. So if we could get some food to people, that'd be great. I'm hoping that the houses that don't have food would be the ones that get the food first, but I'm worried because these people are going to die without food. Like, there's just nothing I can do about it, and it's just going to happen. Only have 2 laborers left. It's early spring now, so I don't know whether or not we're going to be able to pull this back at all. Yeah, they still don't have food, and yet there's... Yep, starvation. No more laborers. People dying of starvation without any laborers. We don't have any laborers at all. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this woodcutter down and put that woodcutter as being a laborer. Because we had literally a whole bunch of people die of starvation just now. A student died of starvation. No laborers again. No food. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened or what went wrong, but it just went wrong. Like, we don't have anybody that we can spare. We could maybe close the hospital. Another student died of starvation. I feel like we can close the hospital. That way we have a laborer. But people are just gonna end up dead now. Like, 3 people are starving. A forester died. No laborers again. Another child died of starvation. We are almost out of graves. Another student died of starvation. No labor is available to replace one of our farmers. No farmers available. Okay, let's have you harvest this. And let's have you work this one. There you go. Yep, there we go. The woodcutter died. Fisherman died. A student died. Everyone's dying. We can't even, like, get food harvested because it's just over with. Like, people are dead. Yep. Alright, that is the last episode of Season 2 of Banished. Literally everyone is just dying. Don't have any laborers, and we don't have any food, and everyone's just dying. We just don't have anything. Don't have any woodcutters, don't have any food, don't have any ability to have food. Everyone's just dead. Even more people died. And we are out of gravestone sites at the moment. We don't have any room for anybody else to be buried either. So that is the way that went. it happens. Like, it's sad, but it happens. We can go ahead and build a cemetery right here. But we don't have any builders. And we don't have any laborers to become builders. And it's late summer, and we just don't have anything that we need. We're not bringing in the harvest. Like, it's just not, you know, we have so few people, we don't even have anybody to do the jobs we need them to do. Like, it's done. This is over. This, you know what, I did really good for a really long time, but, like, this is over with. We need to pull in the crops more than we need to do anything else. But there aren't enough farmers to do so. Yep, people are just dying right and left. And turn off the school. Another death. Basically everyone died of starvation. Like, we have even less people than we had, and we have some food and almost no firewood. Like, it's just not, it's not working. I mean, I think that some people will say, you know, that I went too fast, and that's quite a possibility. It really is. But it's over now. Like, these people are just, there's no way the town's gonna recover from this. Like, we just lost some of the crops. We have 325 food, but we don't have any firewood, so it's just, you know, it's gonna basically just be bad from here on out. And we had another death and nowhere to put the body, unfortunately. So yeah, I just feel like this is the last episode. At least we got 10 episodes out of it, but you can see how quickly things can go, you know? You can definitely see how quickly it can be to, yeah, to have things just devolve into something bad. It's very fast. So yeah, so now that we don't have any hope of recovering this, you know, we still have cold people and no firewood, and it's winter, early winter. There's no real way of recovering this. Like, without, I'm gonna say I recommend that you put in a market as being one of your first things to put in, because that distributes food and things evenly and doesn't allow people to just take everything, and I think that's really important. But at the same time, like, I feel like there was no real way to fix this. Like, we never had nomads, so we never had enough employees to make even more food or anything. Like, we tried, but it just didn't really work. Like, we have 165 food right now, and I'm really happy about that. But it's just not... It's not 100% worth it. Go down to 2. Fisherman. Yeah, we just had someone else die. And we have no laborers at all. Yep, people are cold and there's no firewood. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Banished. I know it's a really short one, and I know there was a lot of death that happened, and now we're in a place where we have no laborers and we have death. So we're going to go ahead and close the stone mine and put our other stone cutter into being a laborer, because then that makes more sense. But with everyone cold and they're going to die of the cold, and they were already dying of starvation, there's no way of working this out. So, that was our last episode of Season 2 of Banished. I do want you to know that we will have another season of Banished with a different map and a different village, and we'll try again. Probably going to be a couple of months from here to, I want to say, end of April, early May, maybe. I think we'll have the next season of Banished in May, because I've got a lot of stuff going on over the next little while. It's now late winter, and we do still have people functioning. It's just that I fully believe there will be other deaths, and that's just not good. Like, people are cold, and you do die of the cold, so... Like, we're trying, but it's just not... I don't think it's going to work. I'm gonna put some resource removal right in here. But we only have the one laborer. So, anyway... that was Season 2, Episode 10, I believe, and it will be the last episode of Banished for this season. We did get pretty far, I feel like. I feel like we did pretty well, and we will learn from our mistakes this time. For next time, like we did last time, where we learned from our mistakes. Like, the wood needs to be being collected by people, and it's, like, just sitting out there. It's fine. Okay, and farmers are working, but again, there's not enough people doing stuff. Like, we just don't have enough firewood, we don't have enough food. Right now, we only have 16 food, and that must be fish. I'm gathering that's fish. Fish and mushrooms, apparently. And over here, we have herbs. But we don't have firewood anywhere, so that's just gonna be bad. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a great day wherever you're at in yours. And next up on the channel, this episode will be up Monday. Next up on the channel will be a floor plan build with Sims 4. And then I'm going to figure out a different game to play for a while for you guys on the channel that we'll do regularly. Some kind of other game. We'll see, but I'm definitely going to figure out which game I want to play and go from there. I'm sorry there wasn't a video up Wednesday or Friday. I just need a little bit of a break, but this episode will go up Monday, and it'll be the last of Banished until May. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you also found it tragic watching the city just devolve, but there was nothing I could do to fix it. I tried several things, and none of it worked. So yeah, now people are cold, and we have so many businesses shut down because we just don't have the people to run them. So I'm considering that the final episode of Season 2, and I hope you enjoyed it. We have 17 adults left, 5 children, and they're just going to keep dying because we don't have anything that we need to have to keep them alive. So, alright, thanks so much, and I hope you guys have a good day wherever you're at in yours. Bye, travelers.